talk about how and maybe also when do you need a coach. We have been doing a little bit of a theme. I shared with you last week why people resist going for coaching or counseling or therapy for that matter. And a lot of it is grounded in just ignorance and not really knowing what to expect. And I've mentioned some of the factors and also the fact that it is seen as a luxury, it's seen as a nice to have, and it can be a bit expensive. And I also then shared with you why you should consider having a coach in 2026. And I think about 9 or 10 reasons why you should consider it. Please watch those videos if you missed those, because it is a theme. You will have noticed that that's how my videos go, or rather that's how my teachings here on YouTube go. There's always some form of a theme of 2 or 3 videos, 3 or 4 videos. And I think that's probably how I roll. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be like that forever, but for now, that's how I roll. So today I want to help you choose. How do you then choose a coach? How do you know that this one is the right one for you? Because like I said, in as much as, coaching is still that thing that a lot of people don't gravitate towards, but enough people are such that coaches make a living. People live off this. This is my work. This is how I make my living, and it's my work in the world. So you want to choose a coach that first and foremost is addressing the issue that you are facing at the time. I say this because we go through so many different seasons in our lives. In your 20s, you are going through a particular way of being. There are certain priorities that are there for you. There are things that matter, there are things that don't matter. In your 30s, you are now grounded into a career. You are probably married. You are probably a new mom. Your needs are going to be slightly different to the you that was 20. In your 40s, a whole new ball game. You're looking at life slightly differently. There's things that truly matter to you. The things that used to matter before do not matter at all. So you want to understand where you are at in your life, what phase of life you are at, what is life asking of you, what is life asking you to let go of, what is life asking you to embrace. And sometimes you may not know that. And this is where coaches come in. Now, before I tell you how to choose a coach, because I'm going to really steep it in the energetics of it or the spirituality of it, as opposed to just surface stuff. Before I tell you all that, I need you to understand that there are many, many coaches, many, many types of coaches. We have your money coaches, we have your dating coach, we have your relationship coach, which is slightly different to a dating coach. We have your generalist like me. I refer to myself as a life coach, but the kind of coaching I do is psycho-spiritual, meaning it is anchored in healing. It is more a healing journey as opposed to just coaching because you want to get from point A to point B, or you want to overcome a certain obstacle, or you want to reach a particular goal, which is more executive coaching. I do, as a generalist, I do all that holistically. But if you want a specific thing, if you are in a career and you've just been promoted to a leadership role that is senior, that is stretching you, where you are now managing people, you used to manage yourself or you used to manage one, now you have a whole department, you want to invest in an executive coach. So you need to understand what season you are at or what time it is for you so that you get the right coach. What you don't want to do is to pick a coach because of popularity. We live in social media era, we live in TikTok era, we live in eras where people can put up a 2-minute clip or a 1-minute clip or even a 30-second clip, promising you this and this and the other. And it's not the full truth sometimes. So you want to really, really be careful because this is your life, this is your time, and this is your money. So choosing a coach is just as important as choosing anything that's important in your life, such as a doctor, the place you want to work at, the place you want to stay at. So you want to be very, very serious, and you also want to take your time, particularly as I am pushing for you to really consider having a coach in the new year. So what then do you look for? So now that you understand that, let's say you're in your 20s and what's important to you is drive, ambition, slaying, entrepreneurship, career mindedness. Yeah, maybe you want to consider a career coach or executive coach, which are two different coaches, by the way. Career coach and an executive coach, same WhatsApp groupish, but slightly different. They lean in differently. So an executive coach is more in leadership, in self-mastery, in leading, self-leading others, while a career coach is trying to help you hone in your field. And you see, so a career will help you become a little bit of an expert in that area, respected in that field. When they think of that field, they think of you because you are putting your mark, putting your stamp in that career. So a career coach will help you with such things. And then in your 30s, maybe the relationship space becomes more of a thing. You want to have a better relationship with your partner, your husband, your boyfriend, or you want to break a particular pattern of picking the same old guy over and over. It's the same vibe, it's the same type of men that I don't want to be mean, but you keep picking up the same type of guy who hurts you, who breaks your heart, who whatever. They just come in different bodies, and you've recognized the pattern and you want to break that pattern. Then a relationship coach, even a dating coach, even a life coach like me can help you with that. And then as you get deeper into your 30s and you enter your 40s, certain priorities become more important, like finding your true voice, your authentic self, your calling, your purpose, the thing that you want to leave behind. Because I'm telling you now, guys, people who are not in their 40s yet, when you enter 40, it's almost like something just clicks and say, wait a minute, wait a minute. I better get on with the business of really doing what it is that's in my heart. Because for some reason, after 40, especially after 45, it becomes very clear that ngathi kuseduze phambili. I've lived long enough, and I'm closer to the end because that's where we are going. And you find people in their 40s, 50s, really now trying to get into the deeper things like a calling, a purpose, a meaningful life, a bucket list to be ticked. Like if you've always wanted to travel, you've always wanted to write the book, you've always wanted to get on some form of mission in your 40s, those things then become even more pronounced. That's when your deeper coaches, your healing journey coaches, your psycho-spiritual coaches, your life coaches become even more prominent for you. So now that you understand all that, how then do you intuitively and truthfully choose a coach?